Am I recording? Am I recording? Zamp Solar Power. It's been a while for some videos about the gear, so I figure while I'm fixing something, let's make a quick vid. Hope everybody doing well. So Zamp Solar got this dual panel kit. This guy's about 5 years old probably. It's a 260 watt panels. Have they served me well? Yes. I believe I did something wrong and I'm not sure what it was, but anyways, these ends, they don't come pre-soldered. At least they didn't come in my time. Solder, very good. So the previous controller, I believe I had it short out on me somewhere along this wiring, the way the factory was done. So I had to modify it because I do use and abuse the gear a little bit. Not necessarily because I abuse it, but the simple fact of how much use it gets. I believe it's more than a manufacturer thought that the product could be used, I guess. But in any case, so I had to replace the charge controller. I bought this one, I believe, off eBay. It's pretty much the same one, but it's called model LS-120-R, which fits for these two panels. They work good. The only thing I didn't like is that on the work mode, you have to select, the timers and everything. You have to kind of play around with the programming in it. But I figured out for a battery type, one is the AGM and 3 is flooded, because I switch the panel sometimes from different batteries that I have at home. I just use it basically to maintain some of the batteries that I want to throw on that need to have a little power juice to them. But anyways, it's a good idea to put some of this heat shrink on it. Make sure your color, which positive, which is negative is, and then soldering the ends so when you put it in, it'll stay good when you tighten up the bolts. Another issue that I came across, popping the old one wasn't too hard, but putting the new one in and making sure it sticks, I end up having to scuff this area, and it's a common sense something to when you glue two glossy pieces together of anything, like if you put glass to glass, you gotta make sure you kind of do a little etching on it, whatever, scratching, whatever, so the glue sticks. So in my case, I was hoping the glue would just hold it up, but it didn't. It lasted about I'll say 6 months maybe or so, and then the California heat got to it, so this thing came apart. At the same time, I had to redo the wiring because it got busted up. Anyways, so make sure you maintain your gear the right way, and put this guy back on there so we can get it working. Once again, this is Zamp Solar power to explore, and then the model is ZS-120-P. I bought this off Craigslist, I want to say $350, $400 a few years back, like I said, from a gentleman that bought it for his RV, but I guess he never ended up using it or whatever. But this panels definitely had done a good job keeping up on stuff while dry camping, because I use an ArkPak. If nobody familiar with the ArkPak, go ahead and Google search it or whatever. ArkPak is this battery thing that has a charge monitor as well, and then basically you have a battery underneath that stores all your juice, and then you have different outlets for it, so you can jump start here and stuff. Then you have a inverter here, which is 150 maximum output, which is not much, but it's good enough to charge your laptop and electronics if you need the 110, but most of the stuff will go off the 12 volt here, and this thing does a good job. Although honestly, I think now that I think back, I probably would never purchase it if I knew the information, so I'm not going to suggest anybody to buy it unless you really want to play around with a similar setup, because more or less, if you were to build this, I think it would be cheaper and more cost efficient, and just overall would be kind of a better looking project, because this box is not very rigid and it's not really made to handle all the stress of overlanding. But overall, just for average user, I would say this is a good way to go. If you want to spend, I think it was about $400 for just the ArkPak itself, not including the battery. And you can put different batteries. I believe I've heard some folks use up to 150 amp hours. Don't hold me to that number, but in my case, I believe I have a 105 or like 110 amp hour battery in here, which lasts me usually at least 4 days dry camping and charging various things without actually charging it. But if I am able to charge it like with a solar panel, if I take those with me, then it does a pretty good job. So this is a little quick wrap up for Zamp Solar and ArkPak. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to comment below, like, share, and whatnot, and hopefully we'll be able to get you guys a little more videos here of stuff. So hopefully everybody's doing good. I want to kind of wish everybody good happy holidays, Merry Christmases, New Year's, and everything else. Happy Gobble Gobble Day and all that good stuff. Cheers and take care.